Hey guys, today we're going to discuss how to plot your characters. So if you saw my last two videos on outlining and plotting your novel, you will remember my brain fart wall, which is just a normal corkboard. You guys could use a whiteboard or a table, and I use post-it notes to plan my characters on this board whilst I'm planning the outline of my story. So on here, I will write the names of any characters that come to my head and any attributes that I can think of at the time. So this will keep getting longer and longer as I think about those characters. Now, as the author, you should know everything about your characters, even if all of that information does not go in the book. The reason you need to know everything about your characters is so that they will always react in a way which fits their personality, so the reader doesn't get jarred and think that it's a different character. Here are a few things that you would want to be jotting down on here as you think about your characters. So you should know their age, gender, appearance, any personality attributes such as being angry or sarcastic, being a tidy or an untidy person. You should also know their family history and any background information which could affect who they are today. For example, if your character hates dogs, perhaps in their past a dog bit them. You should know this so that if a dog comes up at any point in your story, you can make your character react appropriately and perhaps show a memory flashback to prove why they're behaving that way. Once you think you've got everything you can on these post-it notes and you're ready to make it more concrete, you will then make an Excel of those characters. So we're going to move on to my Mac screen in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, welcome to my Mac screen. So this is my characters Excel. So as you can see, first of all, I've blocked out the colors here. I will write my characters' information in their favorite color. This just means that I can, at a glance, see something important to that character that may or may not come up in the story. So my first character, as you can see, his favorite color is green, and my second character is blue. First section is name, so I will write the character's name here, and also what their role is in the story. So if they are the protagonist, or the best friend, or the villain, that will go here. I then have appearance, so this can be hair color, eye color, height. Are they fat or thin? Do they have a big nose, or do they have small eyes? Anything like that will go in this appearance section. It could also be about their clothes. If there's something that your character will always wear, put it in here, sort of like Indiana Jones and his hat. In details, I will put the character's birthday, how old they are, where they live, what their job is, anything like that, which is mundane but important information. I then have the backstory, so this is their family story. It could be anything that shaped them and turned them into what they are, as with the example before about the dog, or it could be a character hates a certain colour because that is the colour they saw when someone killed their parents. Bit evil, but you know, anything like that would go in here. We then have personality, so this can be anything to do with how the character behaves. So are they angry? Are they a sad person? It could also be if they have any mental health issues or traits, any tics or anything like that would go in here. If they swear all the time, put that into personality. We then have others. This could be if a character hates another character, if there's something a character will always do or say, you put that here. It's anything else that you can possibly think of about your character. Just put it into other. It's always better to have it written down than to forget it. And finally, we have growth. So growth is for the character's arc. So if you have a character who is a coward at the beginning of the story, perhaps their arc could be them becoming a hero by the end. Your characters must change in some way throughout the story. Otherwise, the events that you've put that character through mean nothing because it hasn't changed them. Therefore, it can't have been that dramatic or important. So always bear in mind, as well as your plot always having somewhere to go, so should your characters. Something should always be about to change for them. Once I've finished this Excel, I will then write a short story from the point of view of each of my characters. Normally this is their backstory, but it could also be a story that happens within your own that you won't necessarily put in the book, but anything so that you can get into that character's head and get to know them better. This helps you to write in their voice and just to generally understand how they will react. Give it a try, finish the Excel, and then write a short story for each character. You can also use the short stories as I do. I put them onto my website, so you can read about my first 2 characters here. Their short stories are already on my website. That is Tani and Rocker. Have a check out for that and use that to do your own stories. Okay guys, so we're going to head back to the camera now in 3, 2, 1. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope my tips on planning your characters will help. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. You can also see as soon as I upload by clicking that little bell down there. If you would prefer to see my tips written down, there's a link to my website below. I write blogs on writing tips and book reviews, so head over there if you want to read this. I also have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Tumblr if you want to see general bookish pictures. And thanks again for watching guys, bye!